Hello and welcome back to another edition of Books with Sophie J. Narrated by me, Sophie J, because I didn't want to actually film my physical being right now because I'll be honest, I've been slumming it all weekend long. Anyways, to find more videos like this, I post new videos every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So there you go. So what you're seeing me assemble here is a model of a cup of noodles that my good friend Paul got for me for my birthday last year that I have just now decided to assemble on camera for you here. So here we go. As indicated in the title of this video, I will be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag today while you watch this beautiful, glorious assembly in which I get very frustrated because the pieces don't fit as nicely as I'd like it to. But, you know, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. This tag was originally created by Brenda C, but I've seen most other booktubers like Read with Cindy and the other ones that for whatever reason I can't remember the name of, they've done it before, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Question number 1, why did you start this channel? Honestly, I started this channel back in 2008 because, you know, I wanted to start a YouTube channel because that was the trend back in the day. That didn't take off so much, but I have recorded and unlisted many videos since then, and I just wanted to start doing book content because that is what I've spent the last pandemic year doing the most of, reading. So why not? Alright, question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you could bring to Booktube? I ain't gonna be like the bitch who decided to crap on the rest of the Booktube community, because I know that I'm a basic ass bitch, you know? I'm not here to shake things up or do any of that. I am literally into YA and romance books as much as the next person. In fact, I kind of delight in finding terrible books, so yeah, I can't say I'm gonna be any different from the next person, but you know, if you like that, you're good on you, I guess. So there's that. Question number 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? Honestly, just talking about books, because I read so much, but I never have really anyone else to talk about them with. Because, yes, I'll, tell my friends when I'm into, a really good book, but I'm in a unique situation where I worked from home. I have a lot of free time because I work from home, so I get to read a lot more, and I understand that's a privilege, and I don't expect them to go and read every book that I recommend. So just being able to have a platform to just kind of talk out my feelings about books once, you know, I'm finished reading them, that is something I am looking forward to. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? Honestly, I think like most people, I like the escapism of it, of just kind of visualizing the setting, the story, the characters. I'm somebody who absolutely loves to travel and will travel when given the opportunity, but since we're in a pandemic, I can't do any of that, so books is my kind of escape for that, to kind of scratch that itch, if you will. Question number 5. What book or series got you into reading? I can't say for sure, because I've been reading since before I can remember. So there isn't a specific book that comes to mind, but what does come to mind is, you know, our Lord and Savior LeVar Burton's show, Reading Rainbow. And having just been able to watch that as a kid got me really into books because, I don't know, just the way he narrated everything made me like really want to just pick up reading and and just jumping into worlds, you know? I don't know, the way he narrated everything, it just like made everything just come to life, and it was exciting for me. Though if I had to say like a specific book, I for whatever reason went through like a really like depressive episode of reading in middle school, and the first book that comes to mind is Out of the Dust, which I don't know why a 7th grader would be really into something coming out of the Great Depression, but me and my friend still talk about how it still affects us to this day, because it was just like, God damn, her life was hard. Imagine accidentally killing your mother and baby brother. Like, oh my god. And then from there, I went into White Oleander, and I think The Virgin Suicides was shortly after that. So, yeah, I'm okay. I don't know why I'm into sad books though. Also, I think a lot of people would assume that Harry Potter got me into reading, but I actually didn't pick up the series until I was in high school, and it was like after I think the Goblet of Fire movie came out, and Goblet of Fire was actually the first of the books that I read, so yeah, shocker, I know. Question number 6. What question would you ask your favorite booktubers? Mostly, would you consider being my friend? Cause y'all seem legit, and if you're taking applications for new friends, I would like to submit one. Also, question number 2 for you. How do you speak about books so eloquently? Like, whenever, this is why I never studied, like, well, I mean, I had to take English, and I took a few literature classes, but this is why it wasn't my major, even though I love reading, is when it came to discussing, anything book related, I would always be like, yeah, it was deep, and just bullshit my way through it, but like not in a meaningful way, in a way that made it obvious that I didn't actually read the book. So I can't even really like talk thoroughly about books I enjoy, so I don't know how to get my thoughts, I don't know how to verbalize my thoughts, basically. Like, how do you do that? Do I have to go to therapy for this? Please let me know. Also, how do you read so fucking much? Like, yes, I have all the free time in the world, but like I can maybe like, when I'm like really on top of it, only get maybe a book a week out, because I only really read at night. I sometimes read during my lunches, but like, yeah, I don't. Good on you guys, like, good job, because I can't. But if you can like tell me how you do it, that would be great. Thank you. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Well, as I mentioned in the last question, definitely trying to verbalize my thoughts, because that's just a struggle. I'm a very thoughtful person where I will constantly be stuck in my own dialogue, internal dialogue, but I won't be able to express that in a productive way. It's hard for me. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just too much of a cerebral person to be vocal about things. I don't know. So that's definitely going to be a challenge for me. Another, well, I don't know, just sticking to it pretty much, because there are times where I will go through these periods where I can't just fucking sit down to read. Like, last time I experienced this was during like the heat of the election of last October. The entire month I was actually reading a very good book when I got into the month, Mexican Gothic. I never ended up finishing like reading it just because like I could not like make myself, because I was too anxious to. So I definitely, that's gonna be a struggle, but you know, I think a lot of people deal with that, and that's a lot of the reason why some people they can't pick up books like they used to. It's just they have too much going on, both like actually going on, but also like there's just too much to think about to just shut down for the moment. So that, yeah, definitely that. Also, just maybe being like extremely honest about my thoughts on certain books, because like, yes, I know people who love books, like they have a deep affinity for specific books, and you know what, maybe I won't share the same views and I could maybe come off as a little harsh with that. I don't mean to, but I'm also not somebody to necessarily hide my feelings very well. I will tell you if I straight up hate something, so but should I be minding people's feelings, or like I should be honest though? I don't know. Maybe that will be a struggle, just having to hear opposing opinions in the comments later on. But yeah, that's it. Question number 8. When did you start reading? I don't know, honestly. My parents always read to me as a child. So I know I started early. The earliest instance that my mother could tell me was one time I was like 1, and we were driving past a Lucky's grocery truck, and I pointed up at the truck and I said, "Lucky!" But so yeah, that's when I started reading. But I've always been a very strong reader. I can't remember a period where I wasn't reading. In fact, I was usually in the accelerated group for reading, so yeah. I honestly have no idea when I started reading, because I've been reading for so long. Like, come on guys, I'm 30. How am I supposed to know at this time? Question number 9. Where do you read? I usually read before bed. That is my way to unwind and kind of just start shutting down, is reading. It relaxes me, so that's usually when I'll read. I will read on my lunch hour, so sometimes since I'm at home and I work, I will go outside and read on my Kindle. And I have been known to read on public transit when I need to be waiting for somebody. I'll pretty much, if I have the book with me, will start reading it wherever I'm at, if I have the time, basically. Yeah, that's where I read. I don't have like a specific spot other than my bed. It'll just vary based on my location and if I have access to the book. So there you go. Alright, question number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? I mean, probably from my teen years to mid-20s, I was all about YA books. Those are a little harder for me to pick up now, I think, because I feel too old to really connect with the characters. I want to say that's the reason why. So a lot of YA, there was a lot of romance in there, and I think now that I realize I'm more leaning towards asexual, I kind of don't like reading too much romance. It's yeah, it's just kind of weird for me. So I kind of stick away from them. What I'm starting to realize now is I'm really much into, or very much into, historical fiction. I don't know why. It just fits my vibe. It tickles my fancy, if you will. And yeah, I really enjoy them. Every now and again I'll read like more modern books, but I can't connect to the story as much. And I think it has to do more with I'm looking for escapism, and those don't necessarily provide it for me. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Look at me go finishing up this Cup of Noodles project by cutting up my little chives. Look at that, adorable. Anyways, if you enjoyed this and like this type of content, please like and subscribe if it's your deal. And also comment if you want to do the tag, and you can leave your answers below. Hey, even make your own channel if you'd like, and then we could interact more. That would be cool, right? I think so. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.